Romeo and Juliet? What's that story again? That's easily told. Those days in Verona, it was a huge scandal. Romeo had just arrived at an age when hormones completely run riot with a teenager. Saturday night, he was in a club with his friends, and suddenly he sees her, Juliet. Wham! Love at first sight. And Juliet, ding dong, falls in love with Romeo head over heels. Romeo is a Montague, Juliet a Capulet, and these two families can't get along with each other at all. A fat lot the young lovers care. Romeo climbs Juliet's balcony to see her again after the club night. Doing this, he certainly became Juliet's absolute most handsome prince in literally shining armor. Love conquers all, yet it cannot wait. In less than no time, they secretly rushed to Friar Lorenzo to get married, because in the end, also, an amour fou should have its apple pie order. That sounds too good to be true. Exactly. Get ready for it. Tybalt, a Capulet family offspring known to be a brawler, asks for trouble with the Montagues. First he needles Romeo, then Mercutio, Romeo's best friend. They fight. Mercutio dies. Romeo is beside himself with rage, takes the sword and kills Tybalt. Catastrophe. Dead his best friend, dead Tybalt. The wedding night was for both of them, a little bit like cycling. First you don't know how it works, and then you don't want to stop. And now time goes by too fast for Romeo and Juliet. Now that famous bird appears on screen. It was the nightingale and not the lark. The surveillance cameras in Verona show us that Romeo now has to flee to Mantua. Meanwhile, Juliet's parents make a fat wedding deal with Mr. Paris, a friend of the family. It's high time for a good plan, and Friar Lorenzo has got one, yet it's tricky. Juliet takes a super strong sleeping pill. The Capulet family will think she is lying dead in their crypt. But she shall wake up later. And if anything was going to go wrong, this is where it goes wrong. Romeo just hears that Juliet has died, so he's headed back to the Capulet crypt. But who's that morning? Paris. Romeo takes revenge on him for the whole disaster, until he drops dead. Paris. Again, Romeo had the sharper sword. But Juliet dead? A life without Juliet? He takes potassium cyanide or something like that and dies. Of course Juliet awakes. Too late. A life without Romeo? Nah. She sees Romeo's sharper sword. So both are finally united in death. Well, y'all, that's how it happened then. The big trouble in Verona with Romeo and Juliet. At least the family's dispute had a remorseful end.